These small intentional actions add up, creating a life that feels more balanced, more fulfilling, and more aligned with who you truly are. As you take these steps, remember that progress is more important than perfection. There will be days when calmness feels elusive and positivity seems like a distant dream. That's okay. What matters is that you keep showing up for yourself, that you keep trying. Each moment is an opportunity to begin again, to choose peace over chaos, hope over despair. This path is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more fully yourself. It's about reconnecting with the part of you that is naturally calm, naturally positive, naturally resilient. That part of you has always been there, waiting for you to nurture it. And as you do, you'll find that life doesn't have to feel so heavy. You'll discover that even in the midst of difficulty, there is beauty, there is meaning, there is joy. So here's to reclaiming your calm. Here's to choosing positivity, not as a denial of life's struggles, but as a bold declaration of your resilience. Here's to finding the strength to face each day with an open heart and a steady spirit. Because when you do, life becomes not just something to endure, but something to truly embrace. The way we breathe carries a hidden power, one that often goes unnoticed, yet shapes the very essence of how we feel, think, and respond to life. It's more than an automatic function. It's a bridge between the chaos of the outer world and the quiet strength within us. Every breath holds the potential to calm a racing mind, soothe a tense body, and anchor us when everything else feels unstable. The secret isn't in changing the world outside, but in how we connect to our breath in the moments that matter most. Let's explore how this simple act, done with mindfulness, becomes the foundation for cultivating lasting peace and resilience. Breathing is one of the most intimate and immediate actions we take, yet its profound impact often goes unacknowledged. The pace and depth of each breath directly influence our nervous system, our emotional state, and even our ability to process information. Shallow, rapid breathing keeps the body in a heightened state of alertness, signaling danger to the brain, even when there is none. This creates a loop of stress that becomes harder to escape the longer it persists. Mindful breathing, on the other hand, serves as a reset button, breaking this cycle and bringing clarity where there was once confusion. Deep, intentional breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural mechanism for rest and recovery. It slows the heart rate, lowers blood pressure, and reduces the flood of stress hormones. This physical shift is not just a bodily response. It also changes how we interpret and experience the world. A calm body creates the space for a calm mind, and from this state, we can approach life's challenges with steadiness and perspective. The ancient practice of focusing on the breath, rooted in traditions like Buddhism, reveals why this seemingly simple act is so transformative. Observing the breath teaches presence. When the mind drifts to worries about the past or fears about the future, bringing attention to the breath pulls us back into the now. This practice anchors us in reality, allowing us to engage fully with what is, rather than getting lost in what might have been or what could be. Beyond its role in grounding us, mindful breathing becomes a tool for self-awareness. When we tune into the rhythm of our breath, we start to notice patterns, how it quickens with frustration or shortens with fear. This awareness is the first step in breaking free from reactive habits. By consciously softening and deepening the breath, we send a signal to our mind and body that we are safe, even in moments of discomfort. Certain breathing techniques amplify these benefits, each with its unique purpose. One such method is diaphragmatic breathing, also known as belly breathing. This involves drawing each breath deep into the diaphragm, rather than shallowly into the chest. As the belly expands with each inhale, tension is released from the upper body, and the nervous system is calmed. Practicing this for just a few minutes a day strengthens the connection between the body and mind, making it easier to access calmness during times of stress. Alternate nostril breathing, a practice rooted in yogic traditions, offers another layer of benefit. This technique balances the energy in the body, harmonizing the left and right hemispheres of the brain. With one nostril closed, a slow inhale is taken through the other, followed by a switch for the exhale. This rhythmic alternation promotes mental clarity, emotional stability, and a deep sense of inner balance. For those seeking to improve focus and mental resilience, box breathing is a powerful ally. This method involves inhaling for a set count, holding the breath, exhaling for the same count, and holding again before the next inhale. By regulating the breath in this structured way, the mind becomes less scattered and emotional overwhelm diminishes. Athletes, military personnel, and high-stakes professionals often use this technique to maintain composure under pressure, a testament to its efficacy. The breath also connects us to the body's energy systems, known as prana in Eastern philosophies. When breathing is shallow or irregular, this vital energy becomes blocked, leading to feelings of fatigue, restlessness, or irritability. By cultivating a full, steady breath, we allow this energy to flow freely, restoring vitality and a sense of well-being. Practicing mindful breathing doesn't require long stretches of time or special conditions. It can be integrated into daily life, while waiting in line, during a stressful meeting, or as a morning ritual. Each moment spent attending to the breath strengthens the ability to remain centered, regardless of external circumstances. Over time, these moments of mindfulness accumulate, reshaping how we interact with the world. Breathing also serves as a gateway to deeper meditation practices, where the mind learns to settle even further. In these still moments, the breath becomes more than a tool for calm. It becomes a guide to self-discovery. Observing the natural ebb and flow of the breath mirrors the impermanence of life itself, a reminder that all things come and go, and that peace is found in accepting this truth rather than resisting it. The role of breath extends to how we communicate with others. A steady, mindful breath fosters patience and compassion, allowing us to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. It helps us remain present during conversations, truly listening rather than rushing to reply. This presence deepens our connections, making our interactions more meaningful and less transactional. Science continues to reveal new layers of understanding about the breath's impact. Research shows that slow, deep breathing enhances brain function, improving memory and decision-making. It reduces inflammation in the body, supports cardiovascular health, and even strengthens the immune system. These findings underscore what ancient wisdom has long known, that the breath is not just a life-sustaining act, but a cornerstone of physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Breathing also plays a role in how we process and release emotions. During moments of anger, fear, or sadness, the breath often becomes constricted. This physical restriction mirrors the emotional state, creating a feedback loop that intensifies the feeling. Consciously softening the breath during these times can interrupt this loop, providing a pathway to release the emotion rather than letting it take control. For those dealing with chronic stress or anxiety, mindful breathing offers a sense of empowerment. It reminds us that even when external circumstances feel overwhelming, we always have a tool within us to regain stability. This realization can be profoundly liberating, shifting the narrative from one of helplessness to one of agency. As we deepen our relationship with the breath, it becomes a source of creativity and inspiration. The stillness cultivated through mindful breathing creates the mental space needed for new ideas to emerge. Artists, writers, and thinkers often describe their most creative moments as those when they feel most relaxed and present, states that mindful breathing naturally fosters. In moments of physical discomfort or pain, the breath becomes a source of strength. By breathing into the area of tension or focusing on the rhythm of the breath, we can shift our attention away from the sensation, reducing its intensity. This practice is often used in pain management, demonstrating the profound connection between the breath and the body's perception of discomfort. The transformative power of breathing also lies in its accessibility. Unlike other wellness practices that may require resources, training, or specific environments, the breath is always with us. It's a constant companion, available at any moment to guide us back to peace and clarity. Each breath we take is an opportunity, a chance to reset, to ground ourselves, and to connect with the present. By embracing the full potential of mindful breathing, we unlock not only a tool for calm, but a deeper understanding of ourselves. It is through this understanding that true inner peace begins to take root. The breath is a powerful tool to anchor the mind and find calm, but it is only one part of the equation for inner peace. As you master breathing techniques to stabilize your emotions, a deeper challenge often emerges: the way thoughts shape your reality. The mind, left unchecked, has a habit of pulling us into spirals of negativity. But there's good news. The same mind that creates these thoughts also holds the power to transform them into stepping stones for growth. It's not about ignoring negative thoughts, but learning to reshape them into something constructive and empowering. Negative thoughts often feel like an uninvited guest at the worst possible moments. They show up as doubts, fears, and judgments, creating walls where there could be open doors. These thoughts are natural. They are part of being human. However, their persistence and power over us are not inevitable. When understood and managed, these mental patterns can become the very fuel that drives personal growth and clarity. The first step to transforming negativity is awareness. Thoughts often operate in the background, like a radio station playing static. This mental noise shapes our perceptions without us even realizing it. By bringing attention to these patterns, we interrupt their automatic hold over us. Awareness acts as a spotlight, revealing what's lurking in the shadows. When you become conscious of a recurring negative thought, you gain the power to question it. Challenging a negative thought doesn't mean denying its existence. It means holding it up to the light of reason and curiosity. For example, if the thought arises, "I always fail," ask yourself, is this true? What evidence supports this? What evidence contradicts it? Often you'll find that such sweeping statements are exaggerated or based on isolated incidents. This process of questioning weakens the grip of negativity, replacing blind acceptance with rational insight. Reframing is a powerful tool in this transformation. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, you can learn to view them as opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. For instance, failing at a task can be reframed as a lesson in what doesn't work, guiding you closer to what does. Reframing doesn't erase difficulties, but shifts the focus from defeat to possibility. It's about asking, what can I learn from this? Instead of, why is this happening to me?